Did you know that a single coin once put an end to one of the fiercest wars in history? You don't want to miss this. Today on Fascinating History, we're diving into the story of a small, seemingly insignificant object that changed the course of global relations forever. It's the story of the coin that ended a war. Buckle up, because this tale offers wild twists and little-known truths about power, diplomacy, and perception. Picture this. The year is 1630. Europe is ablaze with conflict. The 30 Years' War, a chaotic, bloody struggle fueled by religion, politics, and territorial ambitions, ravages the continent. Economies were collapsing, and towns turned into ash. Amongst the chaos, there were desperate attempts to shift the tides using the simplest means available. Nothing seemed to work until a small, unassuming coin entered the scene. The story begins with Gustavus Adolphus, the famed King of Sweden. Known as the Lion of the North, he had just led Sweden into the war, throwing considerable military power into the Protestant cause. Yet Gustavus, for all his skill as a military leader, knew the importance of public perception, both within his own country and allied nations. Facing limited resources and mounting resistance, he realized he needed more than just soldiers and strategy. He needed a symbol, a weapon of persuasion. Enter the coin. Gustavus Adolphus ordered the minting of a special coin, not for trade, but for propaganda. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill currency. On one side, the coin was engraved with an image of himself, haloed by rays of light to symbolize divine favor and righteousness. The inscription read, Gustavus Adolphus, defender of faith and freedom. On the flip side, it showcased a broken chain, a striking metaphor for liberation from oppression. The coins weren't merely distributed within Sweden. No, Gustavus was strategic. He had these coins sent into enemy territories, used them to rally Protestant states and their sympathizers, and even handed them out in neutral territories. These coins became tokens of hope, signaling a promise of stability and liberty. Understand this. At the time, people were desperate for stability. The power of this small gesture sparked a fundamental shift. Quickly, the perception of Sweden as a legitimate force, not just militarily, but morally, gained traction. The propaganda coin transformed how Gustavus, and by extension, his cause, was viewed across Europe. Sweden's moral authority grew, forging alliances and boosting public morale. The Lutheran Church used this growing unity to further their cause, and matters began to shift on the battlefield. The war turned in Sweden's favor. Gustavus Adolphus continued to gain ground, and the once divided Protestant states began to reunite under his leadership. Interestingly, even as Gustavus later fell in battle, the symbol of the coin carried his vision forward. It fostered enough unity that multiple states started peace negotiations, leading to the Peace of Westphalia in 1648. This treaty effectively ended the 30 Years' War, one of history's costliest conflicts. Imagine that. A 2-inch wide object made from simple silver helped calm distrust, rally divided nations, and end decades of devastating war. It's important to remember how symbols, no matter how small, can wield immense power when deployed with intent and strategy. So, the next time you see a coin in your pocket, consider this. Could something so small still hold the potential to change history? There's a reason old coins are preserved in museums. They truly are portals into the past, silent witnesses to grand tales and incredible transformations. The coin that ended a war reminds us yet again, history itself is a treasure trove of surprises. Thank you for joining us on Fascinating History. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories like this. Who knows what other small objects might have reshaped our world? You won't want to miss it. Want to?